Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of May, 2018, and this is episode 296. Yay! We're going to hit 300 in June. Yay! Are y'all excited? We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, somebody introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week, and I so much love their Rav name.
Yep.
Say hello to them.
Lynn, who is Coffee Ivy from Alabama.
That's an awesome name. Coffee and an Ivy stat. That's me. I say it almost every day. Someday somebody's gonna make that and be like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. So we have a lot to talk about because Stash Dash has started, and I have finished probably like 57 projects. Every single one of them is a baby knit. So we probably should get started so we can tell you about all of them.
And now we're going to talk about what is on our needles.
What's on your needles, Dammy?
I'm still working on my Rusty Gate socks, but I finished the first one.
Yay, tell us about it.
This is the French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern by someone. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters, and the yarn is Sarah's Texture Crafts Donegal 4-ply in the Rusty Gate colorway.
It's a lot darker than that. Hold it back and see if it does it. Yeah, that's more true to color.
And now I'm working on the second one.
Awesome. So you're past the toe? Mm-hmm. Awesome. That rocks. Okay, anything else on your needles?
Nope. So what are you working on?
57 things. First up is my, I don't know what happened there, is my 10-stitch zigzag blanket. My zigzag blanket. Pattern is 10-stitch zigzag by Frankie Brown. How many years have I been talking about this project? And it's on US 4's 3.5 mil needles, and the yarn I'm currently using is an unknown yarn, but it's a pink variegated with gold stellina. And I only have 5 more zigzags in this stripe, so that means I'll finish it before we record again. And I have this big project bag that Sam of Knit Run Dig made for me. It's Winnie the Pooh, and it's ginormous. It's like a sweater size bag, and it's got all my yarn in it for my zigzag blanket. Did I tell this story already?
I have no idea. Okay,
I'm telling it again, just in case you forgot. And so I had laid out all the colors when I was picking the color for this stripe I'm working on now. I had laid them all out. I took a picture. I was like, okay, this is great. And then I forgot that I had not put in there all the leftover yarn from the Tickled Pink book projects. Sample yarn. So I need to lay it out again. Oh, I did tell the story because you said you had...
Oh yeah, I have
something to give me. Because the Bashful. Because I didn't have enough Bashful to do a stripe. Which is why I did a hat last week with Bashful and Cinder. That's why I was telling that story last week. I don't know if I told the whole story. So I need to get that from Dammy, and then I need to lay them all out again because there's so much pink that it needs to be interspersed. Because for some reason I have a lot of pink yarn. I don't know. And then I am working on, oh shoot, the finished one is in that bag.
You didn't need that bag.
I forgot that I put the finished one in that bag. These are birthday socks for my bestie's little boy Noah, who will be 7 in July.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
I'm using my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern, but just not putting a heel in, doing it as a tube sock. On US 1.5's 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Patton's Croy in the blue striped rag colorway. So there's the first one. And here is the second one. I'm about halfway through the second one. Okay. Name the difference. Do you see it?
I don't know. You had to start a new scheme?
Yes. So this color stripe right here is missing right there. Because I finished a skein and started another one, but I was going to have to pull out all the colors. And so I was at my mom's group yesterday, and I was like, how do we feel if I just just go ahead and start the skein and the color will just be missing. And they were like, that's totally fine, Cece. And I was like, okay. So that's what I did. And then I am working on, oops.
Wow.
Fell on the floor. I'm working on a second pair of baby chino socks for our friends that are having a baby boy in August. This is the baby chino sock pattern by somebody on this couch who is not me.
Pink.
No, pink's in the floor. This is on US 3's 3.25 mil needles, and the yarn is Bernay Softy Baby in the Prince Pebbles colorway. So I have done the heel, and I'm working on the leg of the first sock. So this is knitting up quite quickly, and this is the last item I need to knit to finish the gifts for baby Toby. And then the other thing I'm working on, where's that on the floor down there, is a baby sophisticate for our friend's little girl, Daniel and Rebecca. This is the baby sophisticate pattern by Linden Down. It's on US 8's 5 mil needles, and the yarn is Bernay Softy Baby in the Princess Pebbles colorway. So I don't know if I worked on this week actually, because I put it into hiatus because I needed to finish. Because remember the whole drama of me using the wrong yarn, and I had to flip everything around. So the body is done. I need to pick up and do the button band and shawl collar and do the sleeves. So I will. Yeah, so I'll pick this up as soon as I finish Toby's baby chino socks. So that's everything that's on my needles because I finished 57 things this week. So let's move on and I'll tell you all about it.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
Okay. I think you get to have a drink of coffee every time I tell you another project.
I don't have coffee.
Oh, I'm telling them. You need a big cup because I finished a lot. Okay, 3 of the items I've already gifted. And I should have put them together in the list of projects here because I took a picture of them together. So let me just tell you about those 3. They all use the Bernay Softy Baby Princess Pebbles colorway. And I did a beloved newborn bonnet. These are all for baby Clara, our friend's baby that was born a couple weeks ago. It's the beloved bonnet pattern by Tin Can Knits. And that was on US 6 4 mil needles. And then I did a baby vertebrae, which is the baby vertebrae pattern by Kelly Van Nykirk on US 4's 3.5 and US 6's 4 mil needles. And then I did a pair of baby chino socks, which is the baby chino sock pattern by Dammy, on US 3's 3.25 mil needles. So those 3 are done and have been gifted. Well, they've been sent out in the post. I think they might arrive today because she's not that powerful on us. So there's that. Okay, and then I did a beloved baby size bonnet for baby Clara. I'm waiting till I finish all 3 of the baby size stuff. I'll send them to her separately. So again, this is the beloved pattern by Tin Can Knits on US 6's 4 mil needles, and this is Bernay Softy Baby in the pink rainbow colorway. So the other set of stuff I'm doing for her is like a 6 to 12 month size. So it's a very, very cute pattern, and it's really cool. I've told y'all this one I think last week, but you start at the I cord and go up, and then you do this whole thing, and then back down, and then the other I cord, and it's really awesome. So there's that one. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll. Okay, I already told you about that one. Okay, so now then, here is...
That's a sophisticate.
That's this one. Okay. This is a baby vertebrae for baby Toby. Again, the pattern's by Kelly Van Nykirk. Same needle size as I told you. And this is the baby colorway. So this is the newborn size. And it's really, really cute. I love how it turned out. So there's that one. And then I did a Bumble hat by Tin Can Knits and then turned it inside out because I like the inside better than the outside. I mean, they're both cute. I just prefer the inside. So this is the newborn size. And then I did a pair of baby chino socks in the baby size because there's not a newborn size. So,
Well, that is kind of newborn. Babies have tiny feet.
yes, I know, but
And they're stretchy.
they are. It's fine. So these 3 items together are one part of the gift. Okay, and then I already told you that one. And then I have this week's preemie hat. Oh, I love how this one turned out. It's another self-striping one. So this is number 21 for the year. It's from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. On US 6's 4mm needles. The self-striping is Mint Rain Yarns in the Police Box colorway. And then the solid is Ripples Crafts Sylvine in the Piqueen colorway. And so it's black, and I just held it. It's kind of a blacky gray, and I held it with the self-striping. And I love how it turned out. It's so, so, so pretty. I'm like speeding through these things. So I'm not going to be talking for 12 years like I said I was. Okay, this is the Baby Sophisticate sweater for baby Toby in the Brene Softy Baby Prince Pebbles colorway. With these cute turquoise buttons. Very, very fun. I love how the yarn pooled on it. So, there's the sweater. And then here's the Bumble hat in the baby size, not the newborn size, by Tin Can Knits. And again, I liked the inside better than the outside. So these two will go together with the baby chino socks that I'm also knitting. So that was, I don't know how many items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 10 maybe? So where am I with all this stuff that has been knit? I'm currently at 1,046.9 meters finished. I didn't tell them what Stash Dash is. If they're new, you might not know this. Stash Dash is a long that the Knit Girls podcast does every year. And it's a challenge to yourself to finish as much meterage as possible. But they're very cheater friendly, so they let you, like, as long as you do some form of knit, crochet, weave, or spinning on the project, you get to count the entire meterage of the project when you finish it. So I had put all this stuff in Stash Dash hiatus, and then was able to just finish it all very quickly. So, yeah, 1,046.9. I'm tentatively aiming for 7,000 meters. So that means I have 5,953.1 meters to go. So I have these socks. I have the other baby chino socks for Toby. I have the both full sets of stuff for Daniel and Rebecca's baby. So the 2 pairs of socks, the 2 bonnets, the 2 sweaters. And then for baby Clara, I still need to do a baby Sophisticate and another pair of baby chino socks. So all of that, plus my weekly preemie hats. And then I'm going to do birthday hats for Lola and Wyatt and Waylon, my niece and nephews. I'm going to go ahead and get their their birthday hats done. And then I'm sure there will be at least another pair of socks. And then I need to, I don't think the birds agree with what I'm doing. I need to wind the yarn for my next design project and get it on the needles. So that's another thing. So there's, I don't know. There's all kinds of things. I don't know. We'll see if what happens. If I can get to 7,000 or not. There's just so many baby items, and they're not a ton of meterage each. Because they're small like babies. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it was great. It made me very greatly happy to be, like, finishing all these things and being like, oh, yay, I get to post another item. There you go. So, 7.5 minutes. It was not even a minute a project. But because there were so many of them that were the same, I wasn't having to say the needle size and the designers over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, we'll see where we're at. I want to try to finish Noah's socks before next Friday because I want to cast on a pair of socks for Mel, who did the photo shoot for us for our book, and I'm knitting her socks in exchange. We bartered. Because I want to have those to work on next week when we go to the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to, I want to get the toe done so that I can just zoom during the show. Zoom. So, but I'm over halfway done with this sock. So I should make it. So,
Thank you.
okay. All right. We have other stuff to talk about. So let's move on. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies. What are yummies, Dammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. Dammy, you had something very exciting happen this last week.
Yeah.
So tell us, because we're very excited.
I got my learner's permit to learn how to drive, so now I have to learn how to drive on top of all of the other stuff I'm doing.
You can do it. You can do it.
But then at least I'll have a convenient, valid form of photo identification.
Yes.
So
you can do it. You can do it. Because you had to take a written test and you passed it.
Tests are easier than like practical.
I know, but you're going to do it. So the Hubs is going to teach her how to drive.
Soon.
And then I will assist by sitting in the passenger seat, knitting while she gets her hours in.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully I'm doing this before I run away to college. Actually, more like float away, because I'll probably take the ferry. Or will you drive me to like bring my stuff? Yeah, so we'll either take the ferry across in the car, or we'll drive around. It just depends. Yeah, because did you notice I put a bunch of stuff on your Google Calendar yesterday? No. I went through and put like all the stuff from the academic calendar for this next year. It was already in my planner, but thank you.
Well, but I wanted to be able to know too, and I don't have your planner.
Okay.
Because we all have Google calendars, and there's like cat hair floating in the air. We all have Google calendars, but we all share them all. So I put on there like when final exams are, and when you can move into the dorm, and when you can move out of the dorm, or when you have to like for breaks, when you have to leave the dorm, when you have to be out of the dorm, stuff like that I need to know, or like when you have holidays or whatever. Okay. So, okay. I need to work out my holidays and give them to my boss so I can work. Okay, the computer's like trying to fall off the
Okay, but
thing.
yeah, I got it, and I need to learn how to drive, and also I'm going to get a bike and try to actually learn how to ride it after several failed attempts.
You can do it.
I just don't have good balance, but I'm going to work on it.
You should.
What the parking lot and a helmet and knee pads are for.
You know what you should do?
What?
Put some Balance essential oil on the bottom of your feet. It will help.
I don't think that will help with my core strength.
It was a joke. You were supposed to laugh because it's called Balance. It's a Balance blend.
Okay. That's like emotionally balanced. Not. I don't have emotional core strength.
Yes, but it might help you feel like internally balanced, so that then you can be like,
let's talk about the next thing. We got some mail.
The Hubs is like looking at us like we're crazy. We did get some mail. Who did we get mail from?
From Sally, who is Party Girl from Scotland.
She is from Scotland, and she's awesome. So, you want to show what you got first?
Sure. This is from Paper Chase, which is such a cute little...
It makes me sad that we're not there.
It's a little bookstore. Oh, bookstore, sticker store, like everything you want store.
Mine's called Fruit Salad.
Fruit Salad. I don't remember what mine was called already.
Okay.
Threw the tag away. I got a blue alpaca.
It's so cute.
And it's a teeny little bag.
Yeah.
And also this cute little sign that I have to figure out where to put it. Never let anyone dull your sparkle.
It's so awesome.
Whee.
And she sent stuff for the Hubs as well, because she's just so sweet.
To the Hubs, that's what the envelope
so
says.
A bookmark, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength, they'll soar on wings like eagles, and a coaster, Go Against the Flow.
This is like a little project bag.
I was actually just thinking the same thing. I was about to say, damn it, you could totally use this as a project bag. So mine is the Fruit Salad, which is watermelons.
Watermelon!
And she sent me a bookmark that says, be still and know that I am God. But I love it on the back. It says peace, which is like a very important word for me. I have shalom, peace, tattooed on my wrist. And I got this super cute notepad that says, safe under God's love and protection. And it's a kitty. And then she wrote us the sweetest little note. Isn't that beautiful? God will command his angels to protect you wherever you go. But it was so cute because her handwriting is so beautiful, but Dammy was trying to read it to me in the car, and she was like, hold on.
Oh, she dotted my I with a heart.
Oh, she did. That's so sweet. So Dammy was trying to read it in the car, and I couldn't. I was driving, so I couldn't, help, and she's like, hold on. And she would be like, okay, wait. Okay, this is what this is. It was very cute. So she wrote us a sweet note and everything. So thank you so much, Sally. Especially thanks for remembering the hubs as well, because that's just so sweet. So, and then we ordered these adorable things. So, we had dinner a couple weeks ago with our friends Luke and Amanda, who we were living with before we got into our own flat. And she was telling us that a friend had sent her this, they call them charms, but she has it on her keychain. And the company is called Tiny Saints. And so, of course, we look at it when we get home, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, I got for me, and they're these, rubbery things. So they're so I got a St. Francis of Assisi, which, is, his saint day is, his feast day is my birthday, October the 4th. But it always makes me crack up because it's Assisi, but I'm Assisi, and so it makes me laugh. But it also says, would you like to know about St. Francis of Assisi?
Are we going to read the whole paragraph?
No, we don't have to. But he is the patron saint of the poor, pets, animals, and the environment. And then we ordered for the hubs. He really wanted Athanasius, but they didn't have Athanasius. So we got St. Augustine because he's the patron saint of theologians.
And philosophers and brewers.
And then which one? You want me to hold up with the ones you got?
Sure.
Dammy got St. Joan of Arc.
Because Joan of Arc.
She's the patroness of soldiers, women in the military, and France. And she also got St. Cecilia, who is the patroness of musicians and vocalists. Okay, but then, oh my gosh, we totally...
Mine?
Huh? Yes, you can have yours.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, I was like, you have to wait because we have to show these on the podcast.
Mine now.
We found this, and I was like, oh my gosh. The saints are watching over me, and it's this adorable board book with the different saints and
some saints.
With saints and
not a bunch of saints.
It does. It's
got them all in the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 saints. That's quite a lot.
There's more than 19 saints.
Yes, but it's got a lot of saints in it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we ordered this for my besties, little boys, even though Noah's kind of past board book stage, but it was still, it's something that I know they will love and appreciate. So we ordered that for the boys because, yeah. So, anything else to go in Yummies other than normal stuff?
I don't think so.
All right, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month, so you take a look at the prompt for that day or take a picture related to it and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That's right. And we released the June prompts list yesterday, and the theme is Summertime and the living is easy, which we're about to talk about that owl in a few minutes too, which will be starting on Friday. So we took words from the song and put it in, but there's also a few other things because there was not enough there was not, we can't make one of the prompts is, what are you going to do for that? So, yeah. So, but we are about to show them something.
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. So it's never too late to join in. What you do is take a look at the prompt for the day. I usually look and see what today's prompt is, and I didn't do it. Today's prompt is relax. You interpret that however you would like. We're very cheater friendly on that. You take a photo, and then you post it on Instagram. There's the baby. Kitty. Pink Pearl Almond.
The baby kitty.
The baby kitty. She's not really a baby kitty.
She's 25 years old.
Yes, but still.
In her cat years.
She's still my baby kitty. And there are times during the day I'm like, where's the baby?
We need to figure out when, like, her birthday is so we can throw her a little birthday party and get her presents. Because we approximated it earlier, but I forget what.
I think it was like in February, maybe. We'll look. Okay. So you post the photo on Instagram. In the caption, make sure you put hashtag GGKCraftyPad because that's how we find your photos and yours might get chosen. If you have a private account on Instagram and if someone has to request to follow you. Yes. And are participating in GGKCraftyPad, you make sure that Dammy's Doodles is following you because otherwise she can't see your photos and so she can't find your photos and then we can't choose your photo because we can't see them.
But if you've got a public account where you don't have to request, you're fine.
Yeah. So it's only if you have a private account, which is totally fine. You just need to let her know so that she can see because she pulls photos for us. We have our assigned duties, okay? And that's how we do it. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
Yes, so what are you reading?
I am still reading The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo in preparation for us seeing it in 9 days on June 8th, opening night at the Fifth Avenue Theater at 8 p.m.
Yes. Where are you in the book?
I'm like a 75, I think.
Okay, what's going on, or do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I had a weird day yesterday.
Yes. It was crazy busy. And then are you reading the other thing too?
Yes, and I'm also reading The Glass Scientists, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Katungo that I wish updated more than once a week.
Yes. And are you getting your 15 minutes a day in?
Yes.
And
what are you referencing?
I am referencing the
April, May, June
read along.
Round.
So, what this is a challenge to read at least 15 minutes a day, every day. And you can read whatever you want, but my preferences are physical books, ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, newspapers, blogs, graphic novels, comic books. But we will count other things.
Such as?
I don't know, I can't think of anything now. The phone book. Do they even make phone books anymore?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen one in a long time. Anyway, if you're reading 15 minutes or more a day, and there's a finish line post in the Ravelry group, you post one time and then you go in and edit it, and the bare minimum you have to tell us is that you read 15 minutes every day, or the days you do it. Some people are putting more exacting, some people are putting like what they're reading, which is awesome, but not required. And if you, at the end of, on July the 1st, when I get up and get on the computer, which will be probably around, somewhere around 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning, I will lock the thread. So if you have not, you need to make sure you update before
Better
then.
do it.
Or because you won't be able to after I get up and lock the thread. And then we will, if you finish 88 of the 91 days, you'll be entered into one or more giveaways for one of our ebooks, depending on how many people finish. Everybody who does that will get a 20% off any of our single patterns coupon code and a virtual badge. If you finish 61 of the 91 days, you'll be entered into one or more giveaways for one of our single patterns, and you'll get a virtual badge as well. And if you want to post about what you're reading on social media. Use the hashtag GGKRAL18. Okay, what I'm reading. I am continuing to read Sacred Mundane by Carrie Patterson. I want to say I'm somewhere like around like 55 to 60% done with it. Mm-hmm. So I'm making really good progress on it. Oh, I didn't read this last night. I'm rereading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer/Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. And so I need to read the next chapter because then the hubs and I on Wednesdays when we're driving to knitting group, we listen to the appropriate corresponding episode of the Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast. I finished reading Blood of Tyrants, a novel of Temeraire by Naomi Novik. This was not my favorite, but it was the penultimate, so I've got one more to read. But I have to like take a break in between because it's so much Dragon War stuff that I need something that's not Dragon War stuff in between. So I read this beautiful novel called Maud, a novel inspired by the life of Ellen Montgomery by Melanie Fishbane. It was on sale on Kindle a bit back. It's not anymore. And so I had gotten it. And it's a historical fiction based on like the teenage years of Lucy Maud Montgomery, who wrote the Anne of Green Gables series as well as other things. And it was just beautiful. You know, obviously, like I said, it's historical fiction. It's inspired by, but it was just a lovely, lovely novel. I read Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. My friend Janine let me borrow her copy of it, and I read it in 2 days, and it was so good. I really enjoyed it. And Daisy Goodwin is the one who did the show as well.
The screenwriting?
The screenwriting for the show, which we need to watch.
Which came first, the show or the book?
She wrote the book at the same time as she was screenwriting the thing.
Interesting.
There's an essay in the back of the book that talks about it. It's got Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who in it. So
and other people.
How many episodes is it? Is it
It's got. I think it's got more than one season.
Oh, really?
And The Crown on Netflix has more than one season too. That one's about the current Queen, Margaret Elizabeth. I don't know.
I cannot spell. Victoria. There we go. There's 19. Oh, it does. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so it's done. There's been 2 seasons. So 8 episodes in the first season, 9 in the second season, and that just ended in February. And then it's been renewed for a 3rd season. So, okay, well, we need to watch that.
She had a lot of interesting things happen in her life.
It's got an 8.2 rating on IMDb. I want to say there was somebody else in it that was I don't remember who it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Matt Smith is in The Crown.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. But it's got a lot of these UK actors that are probably...
The BBC recycles all of their actors.
Just like Canada. Their sci-fi stuff.
And Canada is way larger than Britain, so they should have more actors, but no.
No. So I read that. And then I read Instinct, which was originally published as Murder Games by James Patterson. Do you remember those commercials that would be
Ooh, James Patterson lover.
No, I was trying to think how they would be it would be something like, she was working at what she thought was a normal job until the day that her boss killed her best friend, and now she's on run for her life in the new novel, by James Patterson. And it's this very dramatic, voiceover actor doing it. The hubs is looking at us I'm crazy.
Vaguely.
Do you not remember this? These commercials?
I only read one series.
Well, I mean, I don't remember ever seeing commercials for other books other than James Patterson.
I don't know. I only read one series of his.
What did you read?
The one with the teenagers with wings. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, because he's written some YA stuff.
The main character was like named Max or something.
Yeah. So I think, so this is, there's a TV show as well, but I don't know how it's done or whatever. Let's look, because IMDb is my best friend.
This is always our longest segment.
Oh, yes. Okay, so, oh, it's airing right now.
Wow.
So there's been 9 episodes so far. Yeah.
What's it rated?
It is rated 6.4.
Not stars.
Oh, what's it rated? TV 14.
Okay.
It's got Alan Cumming in it.
Alan Cumming.
As Dr. Dylan Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Oh, it's got Naveen Andrews in it from Lost.
Naveen Andrews.
And Whoopi Goldberg. Man, maybe I'm going to have to watch this because I have, I'm going to tell y'all in a minute about my
Leslie
obsession.
Margarita. She's a Broadway lady.
Oh. Okay.
How can you not be a Broadway lady with a name like Leslie Margarita?
Hey, that was Dakeem Matthews from Gilmore Girls. He's Headmaster Charleston of what is her school called? Chilton.
And he was also in Waitress.
Yes.
He's a singer.
This guy looks like somebody who would be on Broadway. In his...
Vincenzo Anato.
With his suit.
Oh, Margot Seabear is a Broadway lady.
Okay, but see, like, he's got, like, the suit on with the loosened tie. He's sitting on, like,
What is he sitting on?
like, the railings of, like, when you're walking up a thing, and he's barefoot, of course, as one is, right?
What a headshot photo. That's
like,
one I would attach to my resume.
Let me see if I can show y'all this, because...
That is...
There you go. Doesn't that look like a guy who's on Broadway?
That is a headshot I would definitely attach to my resume.
Let's see if it says, like, that he's on... He is fluent in 5 languages.
Yeah, boy.
And he's an iron sculptor.
He was born in Italy.
It doesn't say if he is, like, a...
Broadway baby.
Broadway baby, but he sure the heck looks like one. Okay.
Anyone else?
And now we're getting into all these, like, one-off actors, probably. Okay, well, okay. So now that's 2 shows that we looked up on. Anyway, so Instinct. So I'm thinking that there's going to be more than one novel in that series. But it was just recently released. And then I read a one-off of his called The Midnight Club.
By James Patterson.
By James Patterson. It was pretty good, but there's lots of killing and mobsters and all kinds of things in it.
Wow.
A guy in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Wow.
Okay, and then I just started last night because I've been waiting for it from the library. Because I've had it on hold.
Aww.
And it finally was my turn. So I am reading the first book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, aptly titled Throne of Glass. Now, remember a few
Not Throne of Iron?
No, Glass. Remember a few weeks ago I read, like, the prequel of it. So...
Book 0.5.
0 to 0.5 or something.
That's what you wrote it.
So I am reading that... I've just started. Just started.
Is that all you're reading?
That is all that I am reading. Where's my mouse? Okay, so now let's talk about what we're watching. So we watched something, Dammy. Do you want to talk about it?
We watched the Little Women miniseries that aired first on the BBC last year, but then it was broadcast on PBS for Mother's Day this year. And it made me cry so much.
Oh, yeah. Now, the first... Okay, so the first episode was kind of slow for me. But then the second and third... I felt were much better. It had Angela Lansbury in it because, hello, Angela Lansbury is freaking awesome. It had, what's his name?
Michael Gambon.
Yeah, Michael Gambon. He's awesome. It had other people that I can't think of.
Emily Watson.
Yeah, she was awesome. Who else?
Howard Stern, I think is his name. He's from a bunch of stuff.
It had Dylan Baker, Maya Hawke, Catherine Newton, Willa Fitzgerald, Anna Eloise, Jonah Hauer King. Yeah. Yeah. It had lots of... I don't see anybody named Howard, Demi.
Oh, I'm like thinking something wrong. Oh, I'm thinking of Dylan Baker. I don't know why I said Howard Stern.
Isn't he that... Isn't that the really awful shock jock radio DJ guy?
I have no idea.
I think it is. He was not in this. Okay. So yeah.
It made me cry.
It did. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we started watching season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. So we're just trying to see what we think of it. So we watched the first 2 episodes, which I guess were like a to be continued type thing.
Prologue.
But according to the notes on the IMDb, which knows all things, episode 1 and 2 were a prologue, and episode 3, which we have not watched yet, is like the actual pilot.
Pet her, pet her, pet her, pet her, pet her.
Pink is demanding pets from the hubs. This morning, she was like, "Excuse me, I want you to wake up now and play with me. Why are you not waking up?"
Wake up, wake up.
Okay, anyway, so we started watching that, so we'll see what we think of it. I'm watching season 3 of Longmire. I don't really have anything to say about it, really.
Beep, beep.
That's really loud.
It's fine.
Okay, stop. Okay, do you want to talk about the next things?
Sure, but you have to read the stuff you wrote for it, and then I'll explain it. Beep, beep.
What is that?
I don't know. It's fine. So, we watched the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 finale.
So now I need to say this?
Yes.
I am totally confused. Fitz died, but he didn't. Talbot is dead, floating in space. Coulson has a few days left, which he's spending in Tahiti with May.
You misspelled May again. It's May like the month. It's gonna be May.
I thought it was the other way. I thought I was spelling
No.
it correctly. Dadgummit, see, I just screw it up every time. I can't spell people's names. I misspell my name like KC.
Kentucky Chicken?
Something. SEA, which I did one time get on my cup at Starbucks.
Okay, let me explain. So
Please
they
do.
changed the timeline. The Earth did not get blown apart. So the lighthouse in the future was never built. So Fitz, a while ago, went to space and it was frozen in there. Like in this timeline now. And
then
in the future, they got him back with Enoch and unfroze him. But in this changed timeline, he's still floating in space because it's not the future yet. So they're going to get him and catch him up to speed.
Okay, well.
And I don't think Talbot is really dead. I think they're going to bring him back for something because why not? And yeah, I don't know whether Coulson is really dying or not. But I guess we'll find out.
But, you know, they're in Tahiti.
It's a magical place.
All right, you want to talk about the next thing too?
We are watching season 3 of Supergirl.
This just made me laugh.
What is Bangarang?
I don't know, but it made me laugh.
That sounds like someone else's catchphrase.
Let me...
It sounds like something Batman would say as he throws his little bat thingies. What?
It's a song by Skrillex.
Skrillex.
The lyrics start with, "Shout to all my lost boys, shh, 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 shh."
Mama,
Shouts
please do not read
to all
the
my
lyrics
lost
to the
boys.
Skillworks song.
So, Bangarang is a general exclamation meant to signify approval or amazement.
Wow.
Now you know.
Okay.
Now you
But
know.
Colville is back. Actually, I think that's what I was thinking of. Colville, I think, was the dad in the woman. I think that's what it was. But I don't know where I got Howard Stern from. I don't know who that is. He's right there.
So, Dylan Baker.
Yeah.
And are you saying he's in
Colville, yes.
Let's see.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. He had 5 episodes in Blind Spot.
Why? What is my brain?
Hold on. Let me find out who the dad is for you in Supergirl. Who's dad?
No, not the dad. Colville.
Oh, Colville. Colville is... Hold on. You guys, what would we do if I sang out of tune without the IMDb? Where are you, Colville? Come on. Why is it not there? Oh, for the love. What episode was he in?
I have no idea.
Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go right here. Let's see. Because he is from something else. I remember, but I can't remember. Chad Lowe. He is from Life Goes On. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I don't know what you're thinking.
I have no idea.
He was in 24. He was in ER, one-offs, lots and lots of one-offs. Lots and lots and lots of one-offs.
Let's talk about the next thing then.
Okay. So, yeah, you still want to talk about this one, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about Elementary, Season 6. So Joan wants to adopt a child, which is what Lucy Lewin did in real life. She adopted her son.
I think Pink has put herself in timeout.
She's bathing herself in timeout.
In the corner. She's like sitting, facing the corner of the couch.
Nobody puts Pinky in the corner.
That's right. Okay. NCIS Season 15 finale. We finally got Sloane's backstory.
Wow.
Finally. And then, in the to be continued, Masaun kidnapped Vance, who rescued Sloane from him.
Oh no.
And now we have to wait until the fall to find out what happens.
Yeah, that guy was the really cute intern from Bones.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Not intern. He became a doctor. Well, he's still an intern,
yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Okay. Are you ready for the season 4 finale of The Flash?
Oh, wow. What happened?
They beat DeVoe.
Wow.
Barry rescued Ralph from inside DeVoe's brain.
That's weird.
Who helped Barry destroy the satellite? Question mark. Somebody helped Barry destroy the satellite. I think it might be, hold on just a second, let me tell you. Joe and Cecile's baby girl was born. Yay. Harry got his brain back, but without all the PhD education.
Oh no.
Wally came back to meet his new baby sister.
Wally.
And then, Barry and Iris's daughter Nora is there from the future. I totally got that one right. But I think it was Nora who helped Barry destroy the satellite.
Wow.
I know.
Of
the hub
course
said
it
that.
was.
Of course it was. And then, do you want to talk about this one?
Sure, we're watching season 3 of Colony. This is like a very slow show, but you can't like turn away and then the episode is over before you know it.
Because we had to wait like 5 zillion seasons before we actually saw the aliens.
So weird. So they try to get out of the camp, but they get caught. And then what happened? Because Broussard and his new friend, I can't remember what her name is.
I can't either.
His new friend arrived to find the camp shut up and empty, like completely empty. They're all gone.
Yeah, it's
what
like deserted.
Happened? What happened?
Deserted. Let's see what her name was. Where is she? Is it Leonard? Amy Leonard?
I don't think so.
Maria Mallow? I don't know. I think it's her. I think it's her. She's just like, this is like her headshot, and she doesn't look like that. You know, there's like not the makeup and everything, because hello, aliens have infiltrated the world. Okay. I'm watching series 3.
Oh, my poor baby. You confused her.
The hubs put one of her toys on her head.
This toy is I don't remember which one that is, but it's either the lid from a gallon of milk or a carton of orange juice. And they're her new favorite toys.
She came and meowed pitifully at us last night.
I know, I thought she was hurt.
And she did it again after you went to bed. Because she was like, somebody play with me.
Throw my toys.
You never pay attention to me. I get no attention whatsoever. Play with me. Play with me.
So all this morning I've been throwing around her toys for her.
We're going to see if we can
get her to do it on film.
Film it for the end of the podcast. But how this all started was yesterday morning. The hubs was pouring milk and he dropped the lid on the floor and she came and attacked it. And was like, and she likes to bat it, and then oh gosh, it was so funny. I was sitting at my desk, and she was batting it around with the hubs, and she, like, put her paw, like, and like, flipped it up onto her paw.
Like that?
Like,
or like that?
Like, no, like this, and then put it in her mouth.
So she was carrying around like a service tray.
Yeah, but it was all very fast. It was like, swoop, flip, eat.
Yeah, and she puts it in her mouth by a little rim, so it's like hanging out of her mouth.
Yes.
And it's so cute.
It's very funny. Hopefully we can get this on film. If not, you're just going to have to use your imagination. You know, it was like, no, we're going to get...
She's going to sleep.
Yes, but we'll wake her up for you. Because she sleeps all day.
Wake me up before you go.
Okay, so did I talk about Humans yet? No. Humans, Series 3, Leo's awake.
Leo is calling Morgan.
Yes. He's awake.
How long has he been asleep? Did he take a long nap?
The entire hiatus. I don't remember when he was asleep. He was like in a coma type thing.
Oh, wow.
He's awake now.
Wow.
And then I'm watching season 4 of The Good Witch, and they got a trunk from the 30s, and it had all these cool things in it, and it inspired Grace to like write these creative things, and it was beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, what are we listening to in the car? Sarah Bareilles' playlist. Other than that, My Favorite Murder podcast. I am a little bit obsessed with it. Like, hold on, I'm not opening IMDb. Hello, come on, unlock. Why is my phone not unlocking? There we go. Let's see here. I'm currently listening to episode 45.
Out of,
I don't know. And I've listened to 11 minisodes as well. Because it's currently still on. So they just released episode 122 and Minnesota 72. Like Minnesota, but not.
a mini-sode.
And this is not safe for children at all. There is much language, and as you would guess from the title, they are talking about murder and true crimes.
How are you not creeped out?
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to like start playing it. I was like trying to open it back so I would know where I was at. So, I don't know. I love criminal dramas. I love procedurals. They love British procedurals as well. And so they were talking about Rosemary and Thyme the other day.
That's not a procedural. That's like a feel-good drama.
I know, it's
a feel-good crime show. It's like Midsummer Murders.
Yes.
Do not live in the town of Midsummer. You will die eventually.
Midsummer is not a town. It's like a county.
Do not live in the county of Midsummer. You will die.
But I don't even know if it's a real county.
I think it is.
Okay,
it
maybe.
sounds like the name of a county that would exist.
For all of you UK people, you can like...
Does Midsummer exist?
Yes, you can be like, Dammy, it's not real.
They're not real.
Anyway, I am intrigued by these cases and like what happens to them, like if they ever get caught, or if like they get caught and yeah, it's the whodunit part of me. But
for most of them, you already know who done it.
Yeah, but not like until the end, like when they're telling us and like they tell us how they get caught and like. But it's not safe for children, and if you have an issue with language at all, you do not want to listen to this. And if you get creeped out by murder.
But if you want to listen to a cat that sounds like an alien.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. At the end of the shows, they go, there's, one of them has a cat named Elvis. They also have an Instagram account, Elvis and Mimi and Dot. But Dot, they don't have Dot yet in where I'm listening. Dot comes later, apparently. So anyway, at the end of the episode, they say, Elvis want a cookie? And it's like this alien-sounding meow.
Ma! Like that.
Yes.
Her ears.
She's like, what? My kitty cousin Elvis. Anyway, it's very funny. Especially because I'm listening to it on 1.5 speed. And so it sounds even more... It sounds even more alien.
Pinky want a cookie?
No.
Pinky want a cookie?
No, she wants a TREAT.
Well, that's what her things are, technically. They're kind of cookies.
But she doesn't know because we don't call them that.
Oh, I will offer them to her as cookies, and then I'll ask, Pinky want a cookie?
And she'll be
She knows her name.
She'll be like...
And she knows she's in trouble when I say, Pink Pearl!
Pink Pearl. Almond, what are you doing? I'm sleeping, Mama. Anyway, so I have been listening to My Favorite Murder podcast. I am especially enjoying the ones where they're live and like sometimes they either have a guest with them or like because you don't get all of the like edits. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of funny. So I was just listening to one live on a live show, and somebody like up in like either, I guess it must have been in the balcony, had taken a photo of Elvis and made it life size and was like holding it in front of their face.
Like life size as in the size of a cat or
like
size
huge,
of a human?
Like a size of a human head.
So humans.
Yes. It was very funny. And then she didn't have room to put it in her luggage, so she hid it behind the couch in the hotel room for somebody to find.
Are you missing your cat head?
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's what I'm listening. What are you listening to? You've been listening to the classical stuff.
I just listened to a bit of classical, and I decided to re-listen to Cabin Pressure in pseudo-alphabetical order again. I say pseudo because Series 3 got all mixed up. But
oh, you didn't tell them. You should have told them in Yummies about your map.
Oh, I put that was in my photo.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll tell them what like the different pins mean.
So I got a world map from Amazon. It's it's an older one, as in it's like a more classic looking map, but it's still got all the places on it except for New Zealand, which I can't find. New Zealand is hiding. Wait, no. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different map. New Zealand is on there. I know because I put pins in it. So I put some purple pins in all the places I have been, which in the U.S. is like Texas and New Mexico region. There's one in Colorado, and then up in the very top, like a bunch in Washington, and then down the West Coast a bit.
Pacific Northwest.
Yep, and then...
So those are purple.
Yep, and then a whole bunch in the UK, because those are the only countries I've been to.
Yep.
Then I put some green pins in all the places I want to go. I got, like, a lot of East Coast stuff. I've got, like, Madrid, Venice, Paris, Johannesburg.
The Great Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier Reef, yes. I just stuck a pin in the middle of the ocean. I want to go there.
And then what are the other ones?
The other ones are Cabin Pressure. So I started out just doing all the ones that all the episode titles are, which are city names from A to Z. But then I've done other ones, like other places they say they go in the episodes, because I had more yellow pins. So Cyprus, and I need to figure out where Duxford is, because Duxford Air Museum. And I'm assuming it's in a town called Duxford. D-U-X, Ford.
Duxford, UK. Okay. Let's see. It's in Cambridge.
So it probably already have a pin in it. If I put any more pins in Britain, I won't be able to see the actual island.
Yes, it's to the east of Cambridge.
Yeah, so...
So, northwest of London.
Your map is facing the wrong way. Oh, it's facing north. It's facing north. It's not like north is up.
Oh, wait. Oh, go back.
You went home.
Why is it doing that? I didn't tell it to do that.
There you go. Now it's fixed.
Okay. It is actually northeast of London.
Yep, so...
Does anybody else... So it's south of Cambridge. Does anybody else do the thing where, like, you can't remember which one is east and west, and so I have, like, made this thing of its news, so it's north, east, west, south, which would be opposite for y'all. But I always have to stop and go, wait, where's the E and where's the W? As one does.
Okay, that's what we've been listening to.
I don't know what else they expect from us. I mean, like, if they didn't want to hear us rambling about things they wouldn't watch.
That's all we have been reading, watching, and listening to.
That's right. So let's move on, because we need to talk about the owl that's ending this week and the owl that's starting this week.
Wow.
Here we go.
And now we're going to talk about our March, April, May sheepy spring owl. Bah.
Which...
Bah.
Bah. Oh my gosh. If you're watching this on the day that the episode goes live, Thursday the 31st of May, today's the last day of the owl, so you need to go get your stuff.
So you better post your stuff. I think I'm concerning Pink because her ears are perked up, but she's still sitting there and she's not turning around. Like, I don't want to see what's going on.
So, if you're watching this on the day this goes live, get your stuff posted because I will be locking the thread on Friday, June the 1st, somewhere between like 7:45 and 8 a.m. because that's when I get on the computer in the morning.
Baatta-tter.
So we're not going to go through everything here because, I mean...
It's almost done. If you don't know the rules by now, you probably don't have time to finish a project to put it in the thread.
So, it's for anything knit crochet weave spin that you can convince us is related to spring and all that. We've got lots of lovely prizes on the screen right now. If you want to know about them more in detail, go to our website.
GeekyGirlsKnit.com.
And you can look at all the pictures and the links. We will talk about them in detail next week when we award the prizes. And if you are a prize winner that we announce next week, you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. Dammy gives shout-outs to everybody who finishes projects in the chatter thread. She also does it here on the podcast. So, Dammy, why don't you go ahead and shout out?
Okay. Allison Roseboom, Angie's Hip, Arctic Crafts 65, Army Tink 08, Crafts Untold, D-Door 4, DG White, Eileen D, Falling Star 12, Felipe MC, Hazy Summers, I Knit Socks 2, Jilarama, JP Music 15, Carlene Page, Knit Central, Knit Live Love, Lil Angel SG2, El McCall, Lil Mermaid, Mamma Mia 64, Moe's Crochet, Mona Moon, Mystery Sewer, Penny Kale, POKDEJ, Pukaz the Grata, Rustrauss, Shirley Knits 123, Silver Luna 2112, S. Keeling, Stitch by Moonlight, Twisting Pearls, Witch Angel 8, Yarnsmith Dory, Yarn Wall Knits, and Yell Cat 2.
Great job, everybody.
Woo.
So get those projects posted and you might be a winner. But because that's ending this week, we have a new along starting on Friday. So let's talk to you about that.
Wow. And now we're going to talk about our June, July, August.
Summertime and the living is easy.
Ow.
Yes. So this officially starts on Friday, the 1st of June and finishes on the 31st of August. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us relates to summer. How could they do that, Dammy?
By your project's color, colorway name, purpose, pattern, pattern name, design element, or if you can't think of anything else, you made it in the winter.
Not winter.
The summer, the winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, but we'll forgive you.
Yes, it's still summer. Okay. No whips are allowed. You have to start your project the 1st of June or later. Finish it by the 31st of August. Every project that you post in the FO thread counts as one entry into the giveaways unless your project uses less than 20 yards, 18.3 meters of yarn. If that's the case, you need to put in one single post 2 or more, how many ever it takes, items that total at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters, and then those items grouped together will be one entry into the giveaways. Feel free to poly dip in other owls as long as it meets the rules. Prizes. We're going to tell you about them, but if you would like to donate a prize to the Summer Owl, feel free to PM me, Java Pearl on Ravelry, or email us at
geekygirlsknit@gmail.com.
All right, so let's talk about the prizes. And all of these are also larger photos and details about them are on our website.
Mm-hmm.
What's our website?
geekygirlsknit.com.
Yes. Okay, so let me start because we have a coupon code as well. So first up we have the Slider Gloves pattern, which is from and designed by Natalie, who is, I don't know how to say
RC NC Deanda.
NC Deanda. But she also has given us a coupon code that runs the length of the owl, so 1st of June to the 31st of August, for her Etsy shop, which is NCD Knits. Links in the show notes. And the coupon code is for 10% off any size order. And the code is, it's in the show notes, but it's all capital letters, GGK10 Summer 18. GGK10 Summer 18.
You should say 18 because you said 10.
Oh, sorry. GGK10 Summer 18. So that's all in the show notes. So So thank you, Natalie, for that. Okay, you talk about the next prize.
And the next prize is a Summer Nights bag, notions pouch, and DPN needle holder made by Bags by Awesome Granny, donated by Rhonda, who is dueling needles.
And then we have a set of Hocus Pocus badges and a set of Practical Magic stitch markers from Julia, who is Nimrus of Pandia's Jewels.
We have the sweater with Kathleen Dames, Year 1 book from Kathleen Dames, who is Pearly on Ravelry, and one set of the Hocus Pocus badges from Julia Nimrus.
We have a skein of Audine wools by Knit Crate yarn in the Red Rock colorway from Knit Crate, and a set of the Hocus Pocus badges from Julia.
We have a TARDIS pouch with Shakespeare stitch markers from Georgianne, who is Stitching Plaza.
And we have a Ginger Twist Studio needle gauge, a Nessie stitch marker, and 15 grams of Hilltop Clouds silk hankies. Yeah. And like we said, you can see them more in detail. We, some of the stuff that we did, like the Hocus Pocus badges and the Practical Magic stitch markers, we thought that you might want them for the autumn. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're giving them away in the summer. Yeah. So that's why we decided to give those away then. Okay, you have to be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry to participate. The social media hashtag is #GDK_Summertime18. The thread will be locked the morning of the 1st of September, and winners drawn on the next podcast after that. If you're a prize winner, you have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. And there's a chatter thread on Ravelry. Chatter thread is already unlocked, and you can start talking in it about like what your plans are for what you're planning to do in the along. And the FO thread will unlock on Friday, June the 1st. All right, I think that's everything for that. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, a part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
This week the question's for you.
Wow.
Yay! So this is from Ruth, who is I am Ruth Z.
I'm Ruth Z.
Yeah, but it's I am. Like I'm.
Yeah, but you said I am. It's I'm Ruth Z.
I know, but I was spelling it. I am Ruth Z. I'm Ruth Z. On Ravelry from California. She says, hi, Cece and Dammy. Hello. I know that you mentioned the college that Dammy would be attending in one of the previous podcasts, but it obviously went in one ear and out the other. Which college?
I'm going to be attending Seattle Pacific University starting mid-September.
Yes.
Oh, Mama.
In my 112 days is when you move in. Mama's feeling really emotional about this. So Seattle Pacific is just across the water. Take the ferry.
Mm-hmm. And then the bus.
And
like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Or if you have a car, be even faster.
I don't have a car.
No, you don't. You don't know how to drive a car yet. But you will. Yeah. So she's not going to be that far away. Do you want to talk about like what you're studying or anything?
I'm going to be studying theater and hopefully a bit of music. But I don't know. I like history and stuff too. So
I think you should do something like with literature, maybe, like because you love reading. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's lots of things out there that you can try, and you're not locked into what you start with necessarily. I changed majors. Lots of people change majors. I think I didn't know that was a thing that could be done. Like I thought it was highly unusual to change majors, but it's not. So I'm just saying, don't feel locked in if you don't want to be.
Okay.
There's my collegiate advice for all of you. Don't feel locked in unless you want to be. There we go. So, that answers the question.
Yeah.
Yes, Ruth. Seattle Pacific University in Seattle. Yes. Like, no, is it northern Seattle?
It's in North Queen Anne.
There you go.
That's the suburb.
It's very hilly. Not heely, like on a sock. Hilly.
It's a hill.
It's
not a heel, like you normally say it.
Heel. It's a heel. It's heely.
It's a hill.
Heely.
You just said it correctly.
Okay. Dammy, if somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post
That's
it.
right. Alrighty, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. All right. You made it to the end of the podcast, which if you endured all of the IMDbing and the buying, you know, you get a gold star. There you go. I don't know if I have any announcements. I don't think I do. Okay. So we'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports the podcast, however you do it, but especially to those of you who support us financially, because it costs money to make a podcast. So there's 3 main ways you can do it. To support the podcast financially. One is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives and you get rewards based on what level you donate at. If you would like to know more about it or would like to sign up, go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
What's another way?
There's a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we are amazon.com, .co.uk, and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you click through our site first, we get a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing anyway. All right, with that, Dammy, I think we're ready to say. Oh no, you need to tell us where to find. You need to tell us where to find us online. Tell them where to find us online.
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Happy knitting, and we'll talk to you again next time. Bye.
Bye. Pink. You want it? You want it? You have to get up. You have to get up. You have to get up. Want it? Get it. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Where's it at, baby? Can you get it? Oh, Pink. Pink.
Hold on, she's getting it.
I have another one. Pink.
Pink.
Pink. She's under the Where's it at, Pink? Look.
She's like, I am not a trained.
Hey, Pink, Pink. Look. Look. Woo! Oh, you gotta bathe the foot. Bathe the foot.
Where is it?
Come on, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay.
Oh, did it go under, baby?
Oh, oops.
Oh no, it's under her.
Make it like a hockey puck. She likes that.
Can you get it? I am not a trained monkey, Mama. Say hi, people. Say, I am Pink the Pod Kitty. Can you say meow? Oh, she winked at you. Bye-bye.